Previously on 1984 Live. After a tie in the first impressions vote, house guests re-voted between Eric and Missy. Expecting the vote to tie again, house guests were shocked when the vote came back 6-4 after Caleb flipped their vote, making Missy the first HOH of the season. Missy wanted to nominate 2 players that did not vote for her to be HOH. Knowing one of her nominees would be Casey, she had to figure out who her second nominee would be. After Eric confirmed that Garrett was a vote for him, Missy locked in her nominations as Casey and Garrett. After the nomination ceremony, players were picked for the first Power of Veto competition of the season. Unfortunately for Missy, none of her allies were picked to play in the veto competition. For the competition, house guests had to run up and down the stairs, popping balloons to release Scrabble tiles, where they'd have to use those tiles to spell the highest scoring word possible. In the end, Casey was unable to spell a word and ended with a score of 0, while Garrett pulled out the veto win with his 22-point word of quiz. With a nominee in control of the veto, things are bound to change. Who will be on the block at the end of the round, and who will be the first person evicted from the game? Find out tonight on 1984 Live.
I'm so horrible to my allies.
We got the win here, and the killer strategy was hiding the goddamn vowels. I thought this plethora of vowels. Once I had a quiz, I couldn't remember. Is quizzes 2 Z's or 1? So I was like, fuck it, we're hiding the vowels. We're gonna stop everybody else from hitting their words. And I think it worked. Like, Casey couldn't find vowels. Oh, here's another big pile. And then there's another over here. I hid like the vowels, I hid the X, the Z, all that. But we love it. King shit.
I immediately, after winning this and pulling myself off, I want to talk to Missy. I want to see if I can work something out in the long run, because I really do like Missy. I like Braden, who she's working with, and I think maybe we can work something together. And the added benefit is it'll keep Eric safe, so I won't have to choose between my final two deals right now.
Me and Braden are the 2 people in common. Braden came to me out. He's like, I got you.
Okay. I'd be down, and I feel like that'll give us a new start.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like you. I enjoyed our pool talks, our talks about
Me too, yeah.
Thanks.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm down. We should all sit down and talk as soon as we can.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
absolutely. And whatever you want to do for Reno, that we can do. Braden, so yeah, just I'll let you get to that because I know that's a tough decision you got in your hands. Mine's a little easy.
Yeah, right? I feel like yours is a given. Garrett comes to talk to me after the veto results, just to tell me, obviously, he's taking himself down. Surprise, surprise. And that he wants to work with me and Braden. However, the fact that he just randomly brings Braden's name into it tells me it's pretty obvious that me and Braden are a duo. So, you can't say no. So I'm gonna say yes, but, I need to be on alert for that.
Yeah, I guess everyone's in here, so I'm making my pitch to everyone. Obviously, Garrett's taking himself off. I sucked at that competition. I literally spent 5 minutes trying to fucking find letters to even spell a single fucking word. Found awaken. At the end I got like a bunch of vowels, but I couldn't even get awaken because there just wasn't enough time. But even so, that would have been like an 8-point word at most, which would have probably put me in last. If y'all want to vote me out, do it round 2. I just don't want this to be my experience in getting out first. I believe in a game like this, you have to be social, and I've definitely been talking to people in the larger groups. I didn't even know people were having one-on-one conversations yet. I want to stress to them that I don't want to be first. This is my first Big Brother game. It's my first LRG. I haven't played many of these games to begin with, and they can vote me out second if they want to. I mean, if there is any way people could save me, like, clearly I'm not a threat to beat anyone probably in like an HOH or anything, and clearly not Veto. Like, I literally was the only person who didn't get a word, so.
I feel bad for the guy, but that argument really doesn't make an impact on me because no matter what, someone's going to be the force spirit. It's going to suck for whoever it is, but that's the game.
That's my pitch. I mean, if someone needs something from me, like, please let me know. I'll do what I can to do whatever I can to stay. Like I said, I just don't want to be first. Like, that is my main thing, is just not being the fucking first boot. That'd be awful.
Oh, Marvin.
But even more so in an LRG
Yeah,
setting, because you can't do these
because you're
often.
just
I just don't want to be first. I mean, in any org that I played, which like I said, I've only played 3 orgs. I played Conquest, Conflict, and Sensation. I'm an honest player, like I really am. So if anyone wants to know, like, I'll tell you about anything in the future, because there's what, 12 of us. If you lie, people can just fact check you, so it's especially not like smart to lie. But that's like, in this scenario or in the future, I'm willing, to be honest, I'm willing to work with anyone. It is literally the beginning of the game still. So, yeah, I mean, we also don't know who Missy's putting up.
I was about to say, does anybody think they're going to be put up?
So I volunteered to talk to Missy first because I really want to know what she's thinking. I kind of didn't get the time before the veto to talk to her, so I want to use this opportunity to really know what is on her mind, what she's thinking about for a read-on.
Okay, so here's my concern. Because I'm like, I'm gonna assume you're not the
That voted, right?
Yeah. Okay, and so like with that being said, I'm like, I don't know everybody that was a part of that. I know that you were part of that.
Right.
The other two.
Right.
Now that I have to make a renom, I'm gonna have to go ahead and bite the bullet. He's probably gonna hate me, but you gotta go up, Tim. Sorry. And so like, I don't know what else to do apart. Yeah, just because like.
The thing is like, like obviously, if I get pulled in conversation, you know, I want to say no, you know.
No, I get that.
Unfortunately, the first words out of her mouth are, you are my renom, and my heart just drops. I really, really did not want to be first boot.
I would say,
and please know, like, I was
right.
Because I'm like, I didn't
Right.
know, I had already told you I wrote you together doing that.
right.
But that was because I saw that dude and was like, I didn't know because I didn't know what the plan was. Does that make sense?
I mean, I still voted for you even with that group, so like.
The second time or both times?
Both times. Because I made that deal and I'm signature to it. But I mean, I'm not putting you up. I mean, even if you think it's best your game, put me up. I'm still not gonna pick
Like,
you up.
I want us to be on a good page because I really like, I like you.
I like you too.
Like, do you want to explore it? I can explain it.
I think. Do you think Alex will be easier to put up? Because I don't know if you cross the ladies.
My only concern is though. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. My only concern is I'm just like that group, like. So I feel like to put up one of the other two, like someone is not gonna go. That is concerning.
But you won't. I mean, do you want me to tell you the other two if that would help you? Like,
Sure. Oh my God, absolutely.
I mean, it was Brandon and Eric, and then I left, and then like, yeah, we're gonna vote for Eric. I'm like, I wasn't a part of that discussion, but so that's why I'm kind of scared because like they might think Casey's more in the group, and I'm like the fifth. So that's why I'm thinking like 4 votes against me.
I can tell you if you're sitting up next to Casey, I don't know because I but you are. Please don't me. I was really trying to like be good to you the first round, but I'm like, I'm also not. The one thing I'm saying is I'm not going to try and bullshit you. I already
The
feel
thing
like,
is that he's already like making a group when I came out. He was like making a group like making everyone save him. So that's why I'm I'm a little scared.
I
I
can,
want to
like,
know.
if you want to talk to me, I'm there.
I'm just saying, it's the cases of target.
Yeah, I just feel like sorry, like I feel like I'm asking, but like, I'm not soliciting my girlfriend, but I also, like, I want to be upfront with you so that when I want to take a tip and talk to people.
Right.
I tell him that I'm not going to push his name, but he has to go up. Sorry, Tim. I'm sorry. Please, like, if you want to put me in my situation, by all means, I respect that. No hard feelings. At the end of the day, like, I'm sorry.
I feel like I wouldn't have used it just because, I feel like with respect to your house. And so it sucks that, like, just because I was pulled in, it's not like I made it.
And I try to plead with her, and she kind of just throws this group of 5 in my face, and I try to use any logic I can. I say, look, I was just pulled into it. I really don't think I'm a part of it. I throw everything I can think of at the wall and hopefully change her mind, but she seems pretty locked in.
So if I stay across the next round like that, and I'm getting information, I'm not going to investigate it. It's just that first initial, and I haven't gone around spreading it, but like, I can't be oblivious to it.
Yeah, you're good, but like what am I gonna say? Like, no,
Sorry. But I do want to tell you guys that I appreciate it. When you talk to people, like,
is your like mind set on me, or are you?
It's pretty sad.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay. First
Oh, so you're not gonna go first. You got this, okay? Go talk to me.
really bonds. That's what I'm like scared.
I think you're gonna get it because you're gonna have to be talking to me. You're a really cool person. I'm excited.
Alright.
And he's pissed. Real awkward conversation.
I am pretty dejected at this point. I think this game can't end this early for me. I just have so much more to play. I really want to experience this game and all that it offers for me. And if I leave this early, it wouldn't feel complete.
How's it going? Congrats, man.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh my god, this couch is so comfy.
Garrett, I'm just gonna probably go with this one.
Sorry, good idea.
Yeah, I tried. Trombones didn't help me.
That's fair.
So I walk back in the room with all the people, and I just calmly and sadly tell them it's me.
Alright, I'm gonna walk around and talk to other people because I got, talk to 10 people about it. Alright, so Alright, cool. Thanks for listening.
So my goal at this point is just to lay low, try to have one-on-one bonds with people, and just get one vote at a time. All I need is 5, and that's my goal. Is just to get these 5 votes, and hopefully I can stay.
Yeah, I will.
How you feeling about everything? I can clearly see he's upset. I talk to him and he tells me that he's going to be doing
I got you to say 100%. No question about it. I'm trying to see you go up.
I'm sorry.
She tell you why or?
There was a group that I got pulled into, and she just assumed I was part of it. But there's nothing I can do. I tried to book it, but
So I mean, with the info, was no plan to vote out again?
to vote me out, or
No, originally to make
To vote out Eric?
choice.
yeah, that's how I was told. But I had to do it because like I don't want to be assumed to be part of the group. But I guess I
You
should.
go with them, yeah.
But,
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely.
yeah, and if you're just say you're saving me, and then hopefully like worst case it'd be like the house majority just goes with it,
I get a good vibe from Tim. We haven't talked a lot of game, but I feel like he'd be loyal to me and won't put me up in that situation. So, for me, I think right now my mind is that Casey should be the target.
You back in the sky.
Yeah, 100%. Alright.
And that's I'm gonna be the.
Yeah. I know. I wasn't gonna use it either. But
Probably if it was the longest one or something.
I know. She should have been the longest word.
So I talked to Missy before the Veto meeting, and I am under the assumption that there is a chance that it might be Tim.
Tim's gonna be my rebound. Like, if I had a preference between the two, I'd like Tim to stay with Mars, but just because that wasn't my initial. But
It's just a shitty situation.
it is a shitty situation. But I'm happy to get through round 1. I just feel bad. So we'll continue.
matter what happens, it's a bit more that there's obviously I feel sometimes you think there's something.
Yeah.
And they just keep something just rather than here.
Yeah.
Fine, no matter what.
That's my thing. I'm keeping that perspective. I'm like, it's fun. At the end of the day, we're still in fucking Florida, so.
Yeah, of course.
Tim's my roommate, but Casey I feel really close to, so what the fuck do I do if that's the case?
So I need to make sure that I talk to Missy because Missy is HOH and in turn really has power and influence. Hey, I was gonna pitch my case to everyone because obviously you're
Yeah, obviously.
makes sense. But everyone ended up just coming in the room that I was in anyway, so I literally said it to everyone. Like, if you want to vote me out, like, please. I just don't want to be first boot.
Yeah.
I have no allegiance to anyone.
Yeah.
If anyone knows me from the couple orgs that I played, which was Conflict, Conquest, and Sensation, people know I'm an honest player. Like, if you want to ask me anything, I will literally tell you what it was. I just don't want to be first boot.
I totally get that and I respect that.
And I fucking obviously blew that challenge. It took
You
me
tried, I
almost
saw
the
you.
entire.
For
Yeah.
what it's worth, I do want to tell you, like, I'm sorry that you're in this situation. I feel bad. I do. You know, I just had to put someone up. You know,
Yeah.
that I think you've done a really good job. If you do it, like, if you want to get into continue playing, like I said, I do want to like ultimately be better.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, please know it wasn't something personal. You
Oh,
seem like an
no,
awesome
yeah.
person. I just want to make sure, you know, I know it's the first round and stuff, but I also want to make sure I'm playing as smart as I can. And we also did see, like, y'all talking.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll
But in all fairness, it wasn't actually lost. It was like, I'm going the wrong way. And, like, you know that moment where you walk up and you're like, this is awkward.
Yeah, and
So, yeah, I was just trying to play smart, but I'm really sorry.
oh yeah, 100%. I spent some time talking to Missy. She, you know, tries to be pretty honest with me, as even Missy had told me before that Missy was putting me on the block.
They said you stay and you get in challenge, but like, there's no hard feelings.
No, I can 100% tell you, and it's not even like any sort of way, I wouldn't put you up. Because the two people, and it was literally something we had said last night, because I found out late last night that this is what 1984 does.
Yeah.
And so when they said it, we were talking about who the potential people would be. And we did come to your name and Eric, but we were with Eric.
And that's
what happened.
Please know, like, I'm not sitting here salty over that. I'm just trying to play as smart as I can. Being like the first HOH, I feel like it automatically kind of puts you in an awkward position.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, because, you know, you're drawing first blood. So for what it's worth, like, you seem really cool.
Yeah.
So I like, if you stay, like, let's talk more. Okay?
Yeah.
And like, I'm putting Tim out as we know my heart. Let him know.
Okay.
So just give me a heads up on that. So we talk to you, talk to you. I'm not sitting here like gunning for anyone or anything like that specifically. I'm just trying to make it the first round.
Yeah, oh, totally get it, yeah. I mean, I think, especially, oh no, like I said, I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it were me, I would put up probably the two people who I had talked to the least, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, and I also even said that to them, I didn't even know people were doing one-on-one chats this early.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much every conversation I've been in has been a group of 3 or more.
Yeah, well, and I think honestly, too, being in person makes it hard to do this. The second you even try to have a conversation, even if it's literally just you're smoking a cigarette with somebody, you're like, what's that?
Yeah.
You know, so it's really difficult. To say definitely, like, let's have more one-on-one conversations.
Yeah.
And definitely do that with me. But you know, you gotta still appreciate too. I would say I appreciate you trying to go for like the organic vibe as well, because I'm really good about that.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
These games are social games. They're 100%. I'm a social person. It's why I like playing these games.
Yeah, me too.
There's no way we would have met. There's no way I would have met any of these people.
No, exactly.
So,
I guess you want to see if anybody else has anything you want to say, talk to me.
yeah, absolutely.
Good luck.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm like nervous. I know I'm just
I'm so good.
I'm stressed.
Yeah,
So obviously, like you're saying.
Cool.
So,
Do you have any ideas?
yes, I'm gonna print 10. And I
Okay.
already told him. So,
I'm cool with that.
because I told you, like I said, that you were last night talking about that. Like I saw you. I can't pretend like I didn't see y'all because I walked behind you in that situation. Like, where's my room?
Right.
This is awkward. So I feel like that's just it's an easy direction for me to go in.
Yeah.
I told Tam that he seems pretty fun. He goes to those because nobody wants to be
Right.
first.
Nobody wants to be
You know, so I feel bad, but like, you know.
I mean, that's totally cool. I think just talking to Alex, and Alex is getting good vibes from him too. So, like, maybe try and keep him under your wing a little bit. He might be able to help you out.
Okay, Alex seems nice.
Alex seems really nice. But yeah, I think that's a good decision. That's not going to ruffle too many feathers.
No.
It's hard not to on the first round, but
Which is low-key terrifying, but
Right.
it's just like, yeah, it is what it is.
But I think it'll be good for you in the long run because like you're forming good connections now.
And I'm trying. At the end of the day, I'm like, look, it's fast paced. Like, I don't have time to sit here and do that. Well, I talk to this person and it's like, you gotta play smart. This might not be smart. And it might be, who knows, we'll see. But
Right.
like,
You can never tell round one,
exactly. So,
but like on your back, I think that Alex does as well.
okay. Well, I will definitely take more time to try and nurture that bond.
Yeah, he just pulled me like into a room. Like we had a little chat about like how we're feeling about everything so far. I think who else? I think he said like Brayden also is like a good person to keep around.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, as long as I'm still safe out of it, I'm cool with you.
You're good.
And
You're good.
so
I was
like,
never, I would never get you right.
awesome.
So I get in and talk to Missy, and she basically tells me the same thing she told me after she won HOH, and it's that I'm safe, and I love her to death. I want to make sure that I can get as far in the game as possible with her, because she seems like somebody that has my back, and I appreciate that. This is the veto meeting. As the holder of the power of veto, I have the power to take one of Missy's nominations off the block. Casey, obviously, you're a great guy, but I do have to say myself here, so I will use the power of veto on myself. Missy, that means you'll have to name a replacement nominee.
Okay, well, congratulations on getting veto. So as we know, this is round 1, okay? So I'm really just winging this shit. All right, so I've thought about it and I have decided that my renom is going to be Tim. So best of luck to both of you.
Super Bowl!
This veto meeting is adjourned.
Tim is posted as a renom, and I'm trying to think whether or not Tim is a pawn against me or whether Tim is a potential other threat.
I'm honestly not surprised that Tim's a renom. I was expecting it a little bit from the conversation that Missy and I had.
What do you recommend? What do you recommend?
Oh no, it's Tawni. Is like last night, me and Cash just sit up and we talked with Casey for like a couple hours. We were outside, and then with Tim, it's just like a really likable person, lovable, and I'm like, this is stuff. I was about to say, like, me and Caleb work on the show with Casey and girls talking about, but lose my roommate, that would be awkward.
Well, this fucking sucks. Tim's the renom, and I don't really know what to do because it's either my roommate or someone I've known for years. Casey's my roommate too, and the thing is about Casey is that Casey can't like, I feel bad if Tim were to win the comp and found out that people were like voting for him, then he wouldn't be, he'd not like them.
Yeah.
So we'd have to like secure votes 1 out of 10 if we were to do that.
I feel like I do feel a little bad about it. If you make Tim the force food, and he never has a chance to like compete in veto or anything. I mean, I kind of feel like Casey has a chance to save himself.
During this strategizing, I do push for Casey to go. I'm like, Casey can't be here. We need to get rid of Casey pretty much. Especially after the way that he was talking about to me and Missy last night.
Yes, you can go walk and see across the shadow.
I'm able to speak with Marvin in the garage, and you know, we kind of talk about the game we played, that there was a rivalry. Both of us feels like it's a thing in the past.
Well, I also want to talk about, like, obviously we had the tension in the game last night, but I mean, like I said, I'm not thinking about it at all.
No, I always come to games. It's like, because every game's different.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, I can hate you in one game, and the next game we're like closest of allies, so.
He says that every game's different, and he's someone I'm still going to keep somewhat of an eye on, but I feel really good that I can play my game with him and I can count on him and he wouldn't put me up.
And like I said, I want to play this game too. I think so far we're in a decent spot.
Pretty much the first one of the game right now. So.
You want to stick with this group, but what we want to say?
Because yeah,
I mean, I feel good about Bird and obviously playing with this. I can't see more less than 20 on this.
Like Kayla, before I went to Ground to talk to us, Kayla felt like he was bored not being involved because no one was talking to him. I'm like that's not going to happen. You're part of this. Come talk to us. So.
Yeah, that's good. I want to talk to Trevor more. I want to talk to him a lot. But I've got a good feeling about it.
I mean, I personally like Travis as well, so.
Yeah, I think I want to get split up. Okay, I was really wondering why I was still in here.
We're all sitting outside and I go, I know Casey a little bit more. I haven't really talked as much to Tim. Like, that's kind of where I'm leaning. And immediately Missy goes, well, it's the opposite for me. I've actually talked to Tim a lot more than I have Casey. And then the other people outside start saying the same thing, and I'm like, okay, well, clearly I'm getting shut down. I mean, I covered my tracks, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but I'll vote for Casey. It is what it is. Like, I have a better relationship with him, but like, it doesn't matter. It's like the same thing between him and Tim.
Sounds good. I only go to his tie.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So I don't follow. So like, y'all's not saying.
I need to sort of divide and conquer. Essentially, I need to know who to talk to and who not to talk to. I just literally want to play.
Mm-hmm. I won't lie. I think I've had a little bit of a better connection with Tim so far. I haven't decided my vote concretely. I do want to see where all the other house guests' heads are at. So like, I don't know if there's any sort of like I don't know. I don't want to just sit here and say that I'm gonna vote you because that's not fair to you. I want to give you a chance to like,
yeah,
at least plead your case, but I also don't want to be dishonest, you know?
I tell Casey honestly once I get a minute alone with him that I'm probably gonna be voting for him. He takes it about as well as he can.
100%.
But I think I want to see where everybody else, like what everybody else is feeling, because I don't know where. I mean, Tim did really well in that last comp. I think he got the second highest word, so
yeah,
or something like that. And so I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to voting out Tim.
Yeah.
So if you can rally the votes, I'm there with you.
Cool. All right.
I'll send somebody else in.
This round should be smooth sailing. It seems like what I want to happen is gonna happen.
I think the odds are stacked against me.
Casey is like, hey everybody, like, I'm gonna be in the HOH room. If you want to talk to me, come in there so I can have a one-on-one conversation with you. And I think that's the right track. That's moving towards, yes, the right strategy as a nominee is to talk to people one-on-one.
Like, he's not forceful about it. He makes other players come to him, and at this point, like, A, he doesn't have a vote. B, we're all talking about him, and C, like, he really doesn't have that many great connections in the game, so obviously nobody comes to him.
No one's even down here. Can I talk to anyone else? Are we just outside? Alright, well, no one was in there to talk one-on-one, so I guess I'm just gonna talk to the larger group.
He eventually comes out and starts talking in groups again, and I'm like, ugh, Casey, just grab one person, go to the bathroom or something, and say, like, hey, will you vote for me? Maybe they will, maybe that'll convince them, but doing whatever you're doing right now is not the right strategy.
Casey's going around in like these public campaign type of situations where he's talking to everyone in groups, trying to campaign for himself, and I completely respect that, and honestly, I am completely listening to him.
A lot of people's votes still in the air. Yeah. They're just not going to talk.
I mean, the only thing I can say is, like, and I said this to you earlier, like, these games are social games. That's why I play them. Otherwise, I would have never met you, or you, or you, or you, or you. Like, we live in all different areas. I've never played a Big Brother game, never played an LRG before, and my, like, only goal was to not get first vote. Like, if you all want to vote me out next, fine. Like, I'm just asking, please, not to be first vote. Clearly there's no, like, allegiances in the house, or at least I don't think there are, unless there's, like, pre-existings. But is there anything I can do to secure your vote to keep me? Jump in the pool. Not that I'll literally jump in the pool. Watch it all, you know.
Sorry, I was being like me, destroy your baby.
You're my roommate, so I think.
And how many votes do I need to stay?
5.
Yeah, because there are 9 people voting.
Who's gonna say anything in that situation? Who is gonna raise their hand and go, yeah, if you tell me that you'll keep me next week, I'll keep you. Like, who's gonna do that? Nobody's gonna do that. So it was just very awkwardly quiet.
So, yeah, I mean, also, like I said, with having no prior, like, identity established in the work community, no prior relationships, like,
I don't
that's
like talking to you talking about
yeah.
you in the basketball, like, I'm fine, okay? I don't get to know. Good luck, though.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, with no prior connections, that especially means that, like, I'm 100% open to working with anyone. I just was saying to everyone, I don't know if we should close that here, but,
I'll be back.
alright. I was just saying that, like, I have no prior identity in the work community, really. I don't have any prior connections with people. I've never played a Big Brother game. I've never played an LRG. This would be my 4th game overall. My only one thing is, like, I'm not first boot. I was on the wrong side of the votes, which didn't find that out. That it would probably be a thing until last night. I didn't even spell a single word in that challenge. I was initially like, is there, and like I said, there's the veto's already been played, so is there any way anyone would be willing to save me? I don't know if Tim is like an established player, but that's all.
I don't know people's established things anymore.
Yeah.
Stuff. Like, I feel like I might be missing out on stuff not knowing it right now. I wasn't expecting to be on either. So.
After talking to a number of people, though, it's not seeming very likely I will be saved because people are giving me very passive, ambiguous answers.
We should tell me if you're targeted.
Yeah, like I've already.
already got it.
Yeah, and
I appreciate that.
And Casey's out there and he's like, what is he gonna do? Like, what do I need to keep health service? And everybody's like being really, really quiet. I think you're probably good.
I hope so. I'm definitely not going to be clinching on it. Just keep on down low. Just
Yeah.
one-on-one.
Keep talking to people.
Yeah.
I think you're good. Okay,
so.
and I've had my word as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm sorry, but thank
It's
you for
a
not
tough-
hating me.
No,
Like I say, even if
me
you
too.
put me up a few,
No.
then like I think you should be okay.
No, it's all
Okay.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, no problem.
We're still-
Good luck.
You
Yeah. We'll hug it out. Come on.
Alright, good. Have
Holy
fun.
shit, you were taller than I was. I'm like,
So my main strategy is just talking one-on-one, and I see Casey running around, making deals with everyone, saying he's gonna throw things, and I'm
I just want to sit here, relax, don't look too threatening, and I'm just going to be like, yes, I will keep you safe if I win HOH. Yes, I will use POV on you, and hopefully these deals that I make, even though they might be fake at this time, might get me further in this game than Casey's balls to the wall strategy, which I think is turning more people off than helping him at this case.
What are you thinking? I don't know, honestly. But like, it's just the way that the whole situation that too many people. I'm like,
Yeah. What do you think you're doing?
We're just trying to figure out where the votes go.
Yeah. And Casey's not just talking to all the people, like the whole public thing as well.
The what?
Casey's like the whole public campaign and whatnot. He's not doing one-on-ones. Like no one's really going for his place. He's pushing himself to do it.
Does it seem like it's going to be a straightforward vote?
I don't know. I think a lot of people are really aggressive. I feel like a lot of people are like really contemplating. I think people are going to go for social connections at the end. So that's like, is he talking about other people? Or
No.
I mean, earlier,
We're trying to figure out where the
earlier
votes
he
go.
said that he didn't realize people were doing one-on-one talks yet. I'm like, I do not know. Like they told us specifically last night, the game has started.
I've talked to most of the house at this point, and it really seems like a majority of the people are going to be going after Casey this round, and I am completely fine with that. He really still hasn't talked to me as much.
He's just pitching in front of the big group and pulled me back to the side.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Well, also, like, it's obvious he's playing the game really hard, and he's there, and he's like, I'll be transparent. And it's like, well, bestie, we're all here.
Honestly, people are just gonna go over to this game. No one's gonna take it personally. It's
Luckily, as I'm talking to everybody, none of his pleas are resonating because it sounds like we've got the majority of votes to send Casey out the door.
I'll be here.
Alright, do you want to have a little chat? Yeah.
Do you mind if I join you later? Not immediately?
Alright. My fellow definitely have honestly, I was not expecting you here, but you were one of the only people that I actually knew coming in, so I was like, okay, fuck. At least I have one familiar face.
I remember walking in and seeing your face light up, and I was like,
because I was so worried. Like you were one of the last people to like enter, and so I didn't think I was gonna know like anybody. But I'm really happy you're here. Yes. Hi.
Hey. Oh, well, I've kind of already talked to you. I'm trying to just pull anyone one-on-one. So
Yeah,
like,
if you want a one-on-one with Eric, I know we already got one. Yeah.
Cool.
welcome to what should have been my HOH.
Yeah, that sucks. Is there any way you'd be willing to vote for me?
I mean, I'm honest, like, I am, like, I went out there with, and obviously I told him this, but I went out there with Missy and Travis, and I was like, I have talked more with Casey, and I've talked to less with Tim, and Travis was like, well, I feel the opposite, and Missy was like, yeah, I do too. And I was like, okay. I'm probably gonna vote Tim anyways, but I don't know how much.
Yeah, Missy also told me straight up she heard us or saw us in the room last night talking, which honestly I thought we were pretty good about it. Because she
I
was
saw
in
her
the
at
room.
one point, but does she know who all was in the room? She told me she saw you, but
Well, the thing is, I made myself visibly clear in your room last night.
yeah.
Specifically, so I could look out for people.
Yeah.
But it's just like, this fucking sucks. Like, I'm curious who flipped. I doubt it was Tim, because unless Tim's a pawn, straight up a pawn.
I don't think it would have been Tim. My first idea was Caleb, just because I haven't talked with Caleb, so I can understand if he was like uncomfortable in his HOH.
Well, I talked to Caleb last night, and then I even talked to Caleb when I woke up this morning. I was like, yeah, I think it's going to be Eric. I was not expecting it actually to tie the way it did.
Yeah.
So, but
Because everybody was like, it was a big plan. And I thought the whole time they were talking about the vote for me, but then Brian was like, the vote for Missy was like, and I was like, I didn't know that there was a group there. Which is probably like the Pokemon group.
And this is exactly what I said last night. I knew this is kind of how it would shake out, but I thought maybe there could be a single straggler that would give us our numbers. But Yeah, I mean, if there's any way you could maybe because I gotta talk to the other people who are probably more undecided.
I think
Can you talk to Gary?
I can try talking to Garrett.
Eric is a smart guy. I think he knows that sticking with the house would probably benefit him more than sticking his head out for a potential first boot.
So the more I'm talking to people, it really seems like the house is unanimous against Casey. I don't know what happened with it, I don't know why, but the house seems really bent on keeping Tim, and I'm not trying to rock the boat this early.
Tim's getting really worried about his place because Casey has been making these public campaigns ever since he was nominated. So I'm telling Tim, you need to talk to people. You need to go one-on-one with these people. You need to actually fight for yourself. So my first thought is I am in deep trouble. Even though Missy says I'm not her target, I think Casey is more in with those three. Brandon, Garrett, Eric alliance. So that's already 3 votes against me. Now all Casey has to do is just convince 2 people, and I'm out the door first.
And I'm just thinking, like, I think the majority of probably don't know.
That's what I'm hearing. I mean, it could be one of my face. So. I think I've talked to him also the same thing, but you never know. It's Big Brother. I trust people.
I talked to him like last night.
Not wanting to first, right? I mean, that's all.
So I'm in these group conversations with Casey, and Casey is very strong and abrasive about not wanting to go home. And I don't want to be tied to someone playing so hard so early, despite us being roommates. So I'm probably going to have to evict him this week. So we're still on the same page from what we talked about last night?
I think so. I mean, he was going around like spearheading the campaign and not telling anybody else about it, like just trying to get a majority and leaving everybody else out.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like he felt like they definitely had a plan. Especially the way that he, like after everybody came back up, it was just me, Caleb, and Casey. And Casey's like, how do you feel about, whatever? He's like, well, maybe you can get it because you're well liked, you know a lot of people here. I'm like, that doesn't mean shit. Like I can know everybody here and still be like the first boot.
Yeah.
Like knowing people doesn't matter. It's making those actual game connections.
We didn't have an organized plan.
No.
Like we didn't have an organized plan going in.
No.
We were talking about how there was no organized plan for Missy.
No, like that was because we all felt good with Missy. So we're like, it makes sense to vote that way.
And I was surprised that there was that much of like a plan.
Huh? No, come in.
Well, I have to go to work convincing people I really haven't had a chance to bond with to keep me safe for this week.
I don't know what to say because all you said you're gonna keep me, so I don't want to harp on it. But
are you feeling good?
Did you talk to Gary and Eric?
I talked to Garrett. Eric is talking with Casey right now.
What about Mikey?
I talked to Mike. He said he told Casey his face. He's filling him out, but.
Casey told me he thinks he has Caleb's vote. But that's the only thing he's confident in right now.
Okay.
Apparently he was campaigning hard.
Which I think is just making him more of a target, because I think this is just how he's going to play the game from now on.
I mean, like, if you were going around being like, to everybody being like, I think Eric should like get the popular vote, like, in campaigning to everybody, but it's like when you have like,
so
when you isolate like a group of people week one.
I did come up last night, and Garrett, Eric, and Casey were in the room whispering.
Right.
And I walked in over here, and then that's when I saw you talking to Missy.
Yeah.
And Missy ended up filling me up. It's just
like I was pulled in.
Like he was pulled in, like he was just grouped with them because he just so happened to be in.
I just so happened to be in the room, and they're like, come in, and then we're like, okay, and then he's like, vote for Eric. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon did vote to Eric.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely. But here's my thing: Brandon's going around trying to get in good with everybody because that's how Brandon plays it. And
yes, I've never played.
He will snake anyone he has to in order to benefit his own.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about it.
Everyone's giving me sort of the same bullshit, ambiguous conversations. They're very generic. I don't know anyone. I'm open to working with people. It's a social game. Like, I get it. The first 2 people are the people you talk to the least. So, all I'm hoping is that, like, because there's no more power veto, is there any way you could see me? I just don't want to be first boot. Like, quite literally, that is it. There's no allegiances or anything like that, I would assume. Because like I said, I'm not an established player or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Who was like out there competing for Eric? Because nobody talks to me.
Yeah, like I was surprised that Eric got it.
I didn't know.
Okay, so what honestly happened is late last night, even a little bit before we were outside last night, a bunch of us were coming up the steps, a bunch of us were coming down the steps. Someone mentioned 1984 votes in HOHs, and it just happened to be the 5 of us that were there. That was it. Truly. So Garrett, Aaron, me, Brandon, oh shit. So, yeah, if there's please any way you guys can just move to save me.
Well, you definitely got Paige. You guys have a chance to.
Yeah, I just don't know what that's it.
I haven't got a chance to talk to Tim or Casey much, but I still feel strong that I want Casey out of here, and he's pushing a hard case that it's his first game.
Going into the vote, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. I know that the vote's not going to be unanimous, but I'm pretty sure that our group is on the same page to vote Casey out.
In this game, there's really no telling what could happen.
Hello and welcome to your first eviction for 1984 Live. Melissa was our head puzzle this week and nominated Casey and Tim, so that's who our eviction is between. So before we get to the eviction, I would like to give each of the 2 nominees a chance to give their final plea to your fellow boss guests. Casey, you may go first.
Alright, so we had barely any time to really get to talk in these rounds. I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing I've just been repeating the past like 10 minutes. I'm not an established board player, I don't have prior relationships. It's a social game. I clearly bombed in the challenge, couldn't even spell a single word. And my main thing is I don't want to be first. Is there any way you all could save me? I'm completely open to working with anyone, truly. And I've already said I'm an honest player, and I'm telling you right here, right now, I won't even compete in the HOH competition. And the easiest way to see if I'm an honest player is literally you keep me and I compete in the HOH competition, then you know I'm a snake and I'm a liar. I will not compete in it. There's no revenge. I want to work with people. I want to meet people. That's the exact reason I play these games. I just want a chance to at least be second, not first. So I guess that's it.
Thank you, Casey. Tim, okay. Your final, please.
I'm not gonna compete in the next HO. No. Listen, I'm just here to have fun. Worst case, I'm gonna, take a nap for 6 hours, have no anxiety, I'll look nice. I appreciate all votes against me. Period. I appreciate all votes for me, and if you go against me, I'm okay with that too. That's your game. That's all.
Thank you both. Okay, one at a time, you will go up to the voting room and cast a vote for Vic. Melissa, as head of household, you will not be voting. So Eric, you are up first.
Hello, Eric.
Hi, Josh.
Please cast your vote to evict.
If I look like a dumbass, I look like a dumbass, is what it is. I'm so sorry, but I vote to evict Casey.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I almost got lost. I think Alright, hello Garrett.
Hello, Josh.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I am going to because I'd ideally like as many people outside the 1984 family still in the game. So I'm sorry, Tim, but gotta vote you.
Thank you. Hello, Marvin.
Hi.
Please cast your vote to evict.
Oh, you know what? This ensues some paranoia, chaos. I'm voting to evict him.
Thank you. Okay, hello Travis.
Hello.
Please cast your vote to evict.
Alright, so my vote to evict is Casey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, hello Alex.
Hey, what's up?
Please cast your vote to evict.
Well, he's a good dude, but I vote to evict Casey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, hello Brandon.
Hello, Joshy.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I went a bit back and forth with this, so honestly, no matter what happens, I think this vote might cause a little chaos for me. Not gonna lie, I give a fuck about this if they stay, so I vote to evict Tim.
Thank you.
Sorry, Tim, if you're watching this, I know I promised I'd save you. And I think you might be staying, I think you might not be, but whatever.
Thank you, Brandon. Alright, hello Brayden.
Hi.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Casey. I love you so much, Ari. Shout out to Savannah, Jane, and Lily. Love you, Mom.
Thank you. Alright, hello Caleb.
Hi.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I know you're my roommate, but you're playing way too hard and desperate. I vote to evict Casey.
Thank you. Okay, hello Mikey.
Hi, so
Please cast your vote to evict.
first of all, shout out to everybody I was with on the Orlando trip. Love you. Mwah. I am going to vote to evict Casey.
Thank you.
We have the votes. When I announce the vote, the evicted house guests will have to take a few moments to say their goodbyes and leave the house. By a vote of 6-3, Casey, you have been evicted from 1984. You can give us your goodbyes.
See you.
Yes.
Hey, my glasses are in there.
Oh no.
Bye, Casey. I just can't believe I was first boot. I had family stuff going on this week, and I thought this opportunity would be a really cool, unique experience, and I was encouraged by a couple of my family members to do this. If this was my experience, I should have stayed to do my family stuff. I'm stunned. I don't think I would have ever thought in any game I would have ever played I would have been first boot.
Casey, I'm so sorry that I had to vote to evict you this round. You just played a little too hard.
First boot fucking sucks. I completely understand. I hope you don't take this as a negative experience.
Loyal to you, I don't feel like you did anything wrong in the game.
I wish you the best, and I'm sorry that you're the first boot, but also not sorry.
Somebody had to go, and it just had to be you this time.
I really wanted to try to get to know you, but it just didn't really work out. So I'm sorry that you had to go.
You seem like an amazing person. I can tell how much you really came to play which is also semi-terrifying and is part of why I had to put you up right away.
I'm so upset we couldn't find the votes to save you. I'll try to avenge it here, but hopefully sometime in the future we can link up and work together again, as I'm so disappointed how this worked out.
I tried my best to save you, but at the end of the day, I can't play your game for you, and that's why you had to go home.
Casey, I'm so sorry that you left right next to me. I really wanted to go to the end with you. When you pulled me aside, I had like a little small grin that you included me in alliance, and that was like my first alliance, and like there's like someone who wants me in their alliance.
We all love you so much, and I know that you're gonna do great in life, and you're gonna go far. So hopefully, I will see you again, and we can party it up.